There, girl, be honest with that man. What he gonna do? You need to learn that quickly. That's not real love. At that point, it's transactional. Step in the real world and go touch grass immediately. Everybody thinks it's cute to be toxic. How do I set boundaries without seeming too much? How do I know if I'm settling in my relationship? When should I walk away from my relationship? Hello, my lovely people. If it's your first time seeing my face, my name is Kayla. And for my returning subscribers, I really appreciate y'all. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about relationships, coming from the friend that's been in a relationship now for ongoing 3 years. I'm in like a 2 and like 10, 11 month relationship. My 3-year mark is coming up actually in February. We're going to dive into a few things today. While I eat my sandwich, I want y'all to grab y'all's snacks, grab your hookah, grab your wine, grab whatever you need, and let's enjoy each other's company. I can't believe I'm eating without a beverage. Like, that's actually crazy. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications to be notified every time your girl is back posting on YouTube. The main problem when it comes to relationships is today's generation. Way back when, like 1990s, maybe it was because they were smooth cheaters, I don't know. Generation back then, they had relationships a little bit easier. Things that they were talking about in their music culture was just a little bit lighter. Like, things were completely different back then than they are now. The number one thing that is messing with y'all's heads when it comes to relationships is the music culture. What you listen to on a daily does affect what you do in real life. Even though you don't think that, you're listening to these songs, it's just a song. Yeah, okay. Power in the tongue. The more that you start to say things, the more that your subconscious mind believes. Music culture today degrades women to the max. To the max. And it's actually sickening. 2, glorifies toxicity to the point where everybody thinks it's cute to be toxic. I don't trust nobody. I'm only messing with him if you giving me Chanel bags. Like, it's kind of crazy. And that goes into materialism. Y'all are only dating people for status and materialistic things. That's not real love. At that point, it's transactional. If you're looking for real love, you need to look deep inside of somebody. Not the face, not none of that. Their personality, who they are as a person. We gotta start there first, ladies. It's like y'all glorify being toxic. Like, she belongs to the streets. You guys are actually okay with belonging to the streets. And it's like Sexy Red really got in y'all's heads that hoeing around is something that's good. Materialistic and power dynamic. Y'all love to date people that are way older than y'all. I don't know what that's about, but I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's about what this person can do for you. You can have a man that is actually looking for real love and wants a freaking wife, this, that, and the third, whatever. And then you have a girl that only wants man because man has Lamborghini, man has high rise in Atlanta, man has money. You know what I mean? And like, it's messed up because at the end of the day, this man is really looking for somebody and you're playing with his heart because you're only looking for somebody you're only looking for somebody that can do something for you. Or y'all trying to find someone that does stuff for y'all rather than somebody that can actually love y'all. Social media has a big role in today's society when it comes to dating too. You guys feel like when y'all are scrolling on social media, you guys actually know somebody in real life, and you don't. You only know a portion of the life that they're choosing to show you guys. I could be depressed every single day, have pre-recorded videos that I'm in Thailand or something, and y'all are gonna believe that I'm across the world, but meanwhile, I'm in my bed eating Doritos. So you guys have to take social media with a grain of salt, and I feel like a lot of y'all don't do that. With that being said though, I feel like y'all also date for clout. You could be dating someone just for their clout or because they have 100K on Instagram and you don't have 100K, and now you're looking as being an opportunist. Don't be an opportunist. Like, also though, when it comes to social media, I also try to fit in to be this power couple dynamic and this, that, and the third. And sometimes that can be a strain on relationships. Social media is, unfortunately, I don't think social media is real, but unfortunately, social media is really ruining a lot of relationships. You have too many things at the access of your fingertips, and it's really sad because it's not like you can just monitor everything that a person is doing on social media. Maybe you shouldn't monitor everything a person's doing on social media. It's just, it can be tricky because interactions, I miss when social media or Instagram specifically used to tell you when your followers was liking this post, commenting on this post, following this person. Like, you knew everything about everybody's life. Y'all remember that? A lot of it stems from comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy, baby. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. You guys sometimes will look at other people's relationship and wish that you guys, not even that. You guys looking at other people's relationships and then y'all literally look at y'all's man and y'all deep sigh and y'all are like, oh my gosh, I wish you could be like him. Well, y'all don't even know. That man could be on his last $100 and he's gonna let you go have a freaking seafood boil and only put him at $40, but that $40 is about to go to his tank to take you to take you to work. Just stop comparing people, like other people's relationship, to your own relationship. Social media is a highlight reel of people's lives and only certain points of their lives that they're willing to show you guys. So take it with a grain of salt. Everything that glitters is not gold. And over time, it's something that you can learn and something that you can become accustomed to and just adapt to. But you need to learn that quickly. Liking, following, doing things with to certain people that can make your partner feel uncomfortable. I feel like you have to have open communication with your partner. You have to be able to openly say that, hey, I don't like this. You can't expect somebody just to read your mind, especially if you feel like you catching an attitude or having silent treatment. That is really childish, corny, all of that. Stop it, boo, tomatoes, 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 tomatoes. I don't like the silent treatment. I don't think it's anything that's necessarily good. Sometimes I can do a silent treatment for like 3 minutes. But like, baby, I'm finna talk. I'm finna get the yapping and you're finna know what's wrong with me right now. Communicate that with your partner and just tell him or her, hey, you don't like X, Y, and Z about you following this person, that person. If I come to my boyfriend anytime about, oh, like, who is this girl? Why are you following her? Like, he'll immediately unfollow her if it's really not that deep. He really doesn't care to follow these people anyways. Sometimes social media can lead to insecurities too. One partner can feel less confident and it can feel less confident and interpret social media negatively. Like, I know a lot of people, they look at social media and they're just always thinking like this big negative cloud over their head. And they're like, oh my gosh, like, no. Like, every time they see something, it's just negative. Get off of social media now and delete it. You don't need it, baby. Step in the real world and go touch grass immediately. The big thing when it comes to social media, though, just avoid overanalyzing when it comes to likes, follows, all of that. Social media doesn't always reflect reality, and unfortunately, that really sounds like a big gaslight, but I promise you, it doesn't always reflect reality. I promise you, it does not always reflect reality. I promise. Try to balance some offline time too and bond with each other, and just try to spend less time on social media, more time touching grass and more time just in each other's skin, watching movies, going on dates, doing different little activities together, so where you guys are learning each other more. Another thing that I realized with today's society too, commitment is also very, 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 very rare. Like, it's super rare. I'm talking medium, not even medium rare. I'm talking rare, like rare than rare, like the reddest piece of meat they got at the market. That's how rare it is. Y'all love to just hook up with anybody, and hookup culture is something that is very prominent again in today's music, social media. It's like everything ties down to people not wanting to commit and just wanting to hook up. When it comes to any relationship, friendship, partner, business, pleasure, anything, communication is the number one key. And a lot of y'all let that go straight over y'all's heads. Communication is the number one. but also listening. To be able to communicate, you have to know how to listen. You have 2 ears and a mouth, two to listen, one to. Sometimes it's okay to just listen to your partner and understand where they're coming from and understand their point of view. That's another thing. Y'all are two different people with two different perspectives, and it is also okay to not get the other person to see your perspective 100%. All they have to do is to understand where you're coming from. That is it. You guys need to communicate effectively. And effective communication is meaning what the hell you mean and saying what the hell you want to say. Stop trying to say things subliminally to your partner. If you see something on TV that you feel like your partner is lacking, why would you go to them and be like, oh, you should be like Brie off of Bad Girls Club? What? Don't compare them to anybody. Don't compare them to anybody. Just don't do that. Just tell them what it is about the other person that you would like. I like how I feel like you should start cleaning more. I feel like you should start cooking more. That's better than trying to say that they should be like somebody else. You see how I said what I meant and meant what I said? If it's one thing about me and one thing about it for sure, I always tell my homegirls, once you forgive that man for cheating, you have to forgive him wholeheartedly. There's no forgiving him for cheating and then you try to throw back in his face that he cheated on you. If that was the case, you should have just left him where you met him at. Okay? That goes into trust issues. That man is not the same man that you dated when you were 16 years old when somebody cheated on you. These are two completely different men. You cannot go into your next relationship being like all men are the same, because they're not. I know y'all want to believe that very, very badly, and I know y'all want to make that to be true, and maybe it'd be a thing if it was true, but unfortunately it's not true. Same. There are good men out there. Do I think that they're a little hard to find? Yes. You guys cannot put your own personal, I hate to say this word because I know how sensitive you guys are to this word, but you can't put your own insecurities on somebody else. I said it. I'm sorry. That is not fair. Neither is that. It's just not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair to the other person that you're putting your own. I'm trying to think of the word. You are projecting your own insecurities onto them, especially if you've dealt with past relationships. You need to get over that trauma and you need to heal from it, honestly, truthfully. If you haven't healed from it, maybe take a step back from being in a relationship or being in relationships or just dating in general and just focus on self. Because once you get into a point to where you feel like all men are cheaters and all men ain't, you're literally gonna attract those type of men. Cheaters and ass. I don't know why I just you guys lack boundaries. This also goes with trust issues, but you guys lack boundaries in y'all's relationships to the point where you guys sometimes overstep certain situations. That man can't even leave the house without you thinking that he's gonna go another. You get what I'm saying? Calm down. You have to build trust within your partner. Don't get me wrong, I'm not the type of person that I feel like trust is just given. I feel like trust is earned. You have to earn my trust, and I feel like I have to earn your trust too. I have to show you a reason why you should trust me. You can't just be trusting everybody off the bat. That's how I feel. Some people are opposite. They feel like trust is given, and once you break that level of trust, then it is what it is. Baby, I never gave it to you in the first place. I always thought you was gonna do something crazy. But anyways, of course I'm not done eating my sandwich. You should always have your own friends, your own hobbies, your own something in a relationship. You don't want to mend too much to the point where you guys are literally one person, you guys are glued to the hip. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be around your partner all the time or just wanting to be in their skin, because I'm that way too, baby. I'm clingy. But it's nice to have your own hobbies, or your own interests, because that's what keeps the relationship interesting. Because he could like something, you could like something else, and now y'all have something different to talk about all the time, instead of, oh, I like ketchup too. Oh, well, I like this, I like this too. I like this too. I like this. Like, where's the spice? Where's the difference? Like, everything can't be the same and everything can't mend. There is something that is just a little bit different about them that they, you know what I'm saying? They can either bump heads on, talk about just different things to where they are not the exact same person. Don't feel obligated to prioritize your relationship over personal goals, personal friendships, and other things. Now, I'm not saying that if he came in or she came in with the opposite gender friend, and that opposite gender friend is getting a little out of hand, a little out of line, and crossing certain boundaries for y'all's relationship. I'm not saying, oh, don't prioritize the relationship over that friend. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you have like girlfriends, like in my case, I have girlfriends, and if I want to see my girlfriends, it's okay to step away from my boyfriend sometimes and go hang out with my female friends. You shouldn't feel obligated to put your relationship over your other things, over your extracurricular activities, if you will. Balancing independence. You guys need to learn how to balance independence when it comes to a relationship. I know it can be very hard in the beginning. Y'all are in y'all's puppy love stage. Y'all are in y'all's honeymoon stage. Y'all are in the I want to breathe his same air all day long stage. I get it. But let that man go to work. Let that lady go to work. Please, I'm begging y'all. The bills got to get paid somehow, some way. And it ain't going to get paid with y'all being next to each other all day long, 24/7, all day. It ain't going to happen. Learn to have individuality when it comes to y'all's relationship. Just like I said, y'all are two different people. Y'all were two different walks of life, two different, you know what I'm saying? Just learn to be different. And that's what makes life so fun. You're not the same person that I am. We may have the same interests, but we are not the same people. So at the end of the day, that makes life interesting. Do y'all like banana peppers? I want it to focus. Mm, I like how vinegary they are. Like a little sourness. Mm. Are these the Papa John pickles or are these pickles? Are these the Papa John peppers? I think those are. I can't say that word. Pepperoncinos. Maybe I should start doing ASMR videos. You guys literally do not post your significant other unless it's Valentine's Day, Christmas. Valentine's Day and Christmas is literally the two holidays that you will see who is messing with who takes who seriously. Those two holidays reveal everything when it comes to relationships. Like if you're struggling with transparency issues in your relationship, also is something that you guys can talk about. I know some people, I just feel like it's kind of a red flag if you aren't willing to post your partner on their page. I feel like it's kind of like what's the reason to it not being posted. Only like I can understand for like personal reasons or like job, but I get it. Some people, but it's just certain little things just doesn't make sense. Like I was watching The Ultimatum. Sorry, side conversation. I was watching The Ultimatum and I forgot that guy's name, but Zaynab's boyfriend, he didn't want to post her on social media because he wanted to look single. Are you kidding me? You want to look single? Like, be for real. That's not a reason for you to hide your partner on social media. You should definitely be posting each other. Love each other out loud. I feel like that keeps y'all's relationship thriving. Love out loud. There's nothing wrong with loving your partner online, in public, in front of other people. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That is honestly really beautiful. Everybody loves love. Just giving last bite. I don't know what is so taboo about finances, but baby, since me and my boyfriend been dating, maybe not since, but like 7-8 months into the relationship, we just made it very clear that his finances are my finances and my finances are my finances. No, I'm kidding. When you set up your relationship like that, it just makes it more easygoing. There's one pot, there's one common goal. Whatever that common goal is, to save a house, go out the country, buy property, get a restaurant, whatever that common goal is, there needs to be one pot. Now, I'm not saying that you guys can't have separate savings accounts, separate whatever, but y'all need to have some type of fun to where it's both of y'all contributing and it's both of you guys is equally, even if the other person isn't contributing, you guys need to be able to be in a mindset that this is y'all's money as a couple and not individuals. Sometimes that's where people mess up at, because now let's say Susie isn't working and Susie just has a lot going on. Susie don't got no money basically. But her partner, Billy Bob, got all the money, and now he's like, oh, baby, you broke. I'm up. Like, bye. We broke up. It's not fair, especially when Susie used to contribute, and now you're eating, or you're removing stuff out of Susie's mouth because she's not employed. Like, that's kind of... You need to find a common denominator, a common reason, a common something, because I know a lot of people have different money values. Somebody might want to spend all their money and somebody might want to save all their money. I am the spender in our relationship, he's the saver, but at the end of the day, baby, money don't grow on trees, so I can't spend $1,000 every day. It's not gonna work like that. We're not gonna get anywhere with me spending $1,000 every day. And that's what I mean by having common goals, common interests. Lack of communication when it comes to finances. You guys are lacking talking about it. What is so taboo about talking about your finances? Talk about the credit score. Talk about this, that, and the third. I feel like that's something that you guys should be talking about within the first year of dating. Y'all's finances. Who's making more money? Who's contributing to this? What is going into these different pots? So y'all can have a clear vision of to what is going on in y'all's relationship money-wise. Financial secrets. Y'all hold secrets for y'all's partner. I'm just kidding. Y'all know y'all be buying stuff on the low. Y'all be buying stuff on Amazon, buying stuff on Fashion Nova, sneaking it in the house here and there. Girl, be honest with that man. What he gonna do? What you gonna do? And then have communication with your partner when it comes to finances. You guys will come to a common goal, and if you don't, maybe just y'all aren't meant to be together. Everybody's not compatible. Some people are just in your life for a season to teach you something. Not everybody is gonna be your life partner. Not everybody's gonna be even maybe 2-3 years, maybe 4 years. Maybe some people are just there for literally a couple of months to teach you something and they're gone. Baby, that is life. And that is the beauty of life. You can always pick up and start something new, especially when you're kid free and you ain't gotta. How do I know if I'm ready for a relationship? I feel like if you're asking that question, maybe you're not ready for a relationship. If you've healed all the way and you really feel like you're ready for love and you're not looking for love, I feel like that's when you're really ready for a relationship. And that's honestly when a relationship will find you. How do I set boundaries without seeming too much? You just have to ease into them. You don't want to set a whole lot of boundaries on somebody first day. Hey, I don't like this. Hey, I don't like that. Hey, I don't like this. Hey, I don't like that. Hey, I don't like this. That's going to seem like, oh my gosh, like you don't like anything. Slowly get into your boundaries. Maybe like the first month you're telling 2 or 3 and then later on you tell a couple more. You don't want to just spring them all at one time, because that's when it can seem like it's a lot and it's just like, okay, this girl is very nitpicky, or guy. How can I tell if someone genuinely likes me or is just playing games? I don't know how to answer that question, because I am a woman of assertiveness. I like to ask questions. I am a question asker. Okay, you ask questions for clarification. I would definitely be asking, do you like me, or is this just something that we're having fun, or what are we doing? You know what I mean? And if it is something that you're just having fun, that's okay too. Just let me know that, so I can know how to play my game right, and I can maybe not lean into this with my heart wholeheartedly. But I feel like your gut, your intuition will be able to tell you if a guy's playing with you, especially if you know like the type of guy that you're dealing with. If you're dealing with Jock, he's in everybody's face, he goes to parties, this, then the third, he's in the scene, he likes to be seen, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Hollywood, baby girl, you probably getting played with it, be for real. Now if you dating a little boy that go to IT school and he don't got nothing to do on the weekends and all he doing is staying in his dorm, or little Bajan that run a business and all he got to do is be tuned into his business, baby girl, you're probably not getting played. Like, you have to know who you're dealing with. Depending on the person and depending on what their goals are and who they are, that should tell you if you're getting played or not. How do I know if I'm settling in my relationship? You know you're settling if when certain things happen, you're like, oh, well, it's okay. I mean, just, well, it's okay. No, it's not okay. That goes with like boundaries. Like you're just letting your boundaries just get snowballed over. Like you don't care about them, and you're basically saying me and no, it's not okay. You don't need to say fuck you or fuck yourself. How could you say fuck yourself and then just let the other person just do what the fuck they want to do? That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. If you know that you have a standard for men that have never been to jail and you date someone that's in jail or that has been to jail, then you're settling. You know what I mean? If you know that you like men that are blue collar men and you're dating someone that's a white collar man, you're settling. You know what I mean? Like it's certain things. I'm not saying that you have to check off every little checklist, but if you have a certain standard for certain things and you're allowing that standard to be messed with, then you're settling in a relationship. Is it normal to feel unsure about a relationship sometimes?
Yep. The devil always gonna cast negative thoughts into your head to make you think otherwise. But all you gotta do is see God. And the biggest thing in a relationship is miscommunication. And when miscommunication become doubts, become radical thoughts. But as long as you know your partner, you can get past all that.
How do I bring up difficult conversations without causing a fight? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You don't have to come off to somebody like you're nagging or you're picking certain little things. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't come off like aggressive and like you're trying to attack them. When you come to somebody calm, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna come calm to you. If you come to somebody hostile, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna come hostile to you. Whatever energy you're looking for, make sure you give off that energy for that energy to be reciprocated towards you. Is it okay to take a break from a relationship? Me personally, I feel like as soon as y'all take a break from a relationship, that break turns into a breakup. Don't nobody ever know how to take a break in a relationship and it honestly just be a break to where the two people are not seeing other people or whatever. I don't even know what a break entails. Like me personally, I feel like breaks are not smart and I feel like they are a little stupid, especially if you feel like you want to get back with this person. There's no break. There's no break. When should I walk away from my relationship? The minute that you ask somebody, when should you walk away? You should walk away when you start to feel doubt. Not when you start to feel doubt. You should walk away when this is like something is becoming too much for you. You'll know when your breaking point is. You'll feel it and you'll just be like, this is too much. I've taken too much. I've put up with too much. And you'll walk away on your own. Trust me. I'm not to lie. Like I've been in a lot of relationships. No, I haven't. I've literally been in like 2. But the ones that I was in, I knew exactly when it was that I wanted to walk away. I saw interest in other people. I wanted to walk away. This person, we didn't have the same goals in life. We didn't have the same aspirations. He wanted to do something else. You know what I mean? Like, it's just certain little things will start to tally off or start to tick off that you'll be like, you know what? This person is not my person. It's not the person that I was once in love with, whatever. And you'll know. How do I tell if I'm in love or just infatuated? The signs of infatuation is intense, like super intense physical attraction, to the point to the physical attraction is definitely outweighing everything else. Like that's the only thing that you can talk about with this person is how beautiful they are, how sexy they are, how good they look. The stuff that they wear just makes them look so good. Like that's how you know that you're just so in awe about this person. If you're obsessed with this person to the point where you feel like you cannot stop thinking about them, you're always thinking about this person. Oh my gosh, Hillary. You're obsessed and seek help because that's sick. If things are moving on a super fast pace, you're infatuated, probably not in love. You guys shouldn't be moving in within 3 days of knowing each other, baby girl. You're not in love. You just really like that man. If the connection isn't really deep, it's super surface level, you barely know anything about this person. And it's crazy because like as I'm saying this, I can think of somebody in my head that's literally infatuated by a lot of people. And it's just like you're not in love. You probably don't even like these people for real. You just like how they look on social media. See, social media ties into everything. You like how they look on social media, and you're just infatuated with the type of person that you think that the type of person that you think that they are. Just be about fun, really just about fun, just having fun with each other. There's nothing wrong with having fun with somebody, but at the same time, it's probably infatuation and it's not love. Signs of love, I would say, is like long-term thinking. You're starting to think about, oh my gosh, like let's say you planned on moving out of the city within a year of being there, and you met somebody 6 months of you being there, and you're starting to like this person by the 8th or 9th month of you being there, and now you're like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do with this person that I like? Da, 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 da. Like, should I leave the city? Should I stay in the city? Da, da, da. Should I invite them to come with me? Like, that's how you know that you actually really genuinely love this person, because you're starting to include them into your long-term thinking and into your long-term plans. And that's how I knew that I really liked my boyfriend. We started thinking like we were both including each other in plans that we had no reason to include each other with. You feel really safe. You feel connected next to this person. This person makes you feel like the only girl in the world. That's how you know that you are in love, baby girl. There's a balance, you know what I mean? There's sexual chemistry. There's chemistry that's not sexual. Like there's a balance. Also, mutually giving and taking what's in the relationship. Love. You just generally have a deep care for the person. Like, you just want to make sure that they made it home safe. You want to make sure that they got on their flight. You want to make sure that they landed. It's just, you have a deep care for this person. She's on her period, you're bringing her cupcakes and chocolates and flowers, and it's just like you genuinely care about this person's well-being. That's how you know that you are in love and you are not infatuated. How much compromise is too much compromise? When the moment that you start disregarding your boundaries, that's when the compromise is too much. How do I know if my partner is the one? You start to visualize yourself with them all the time. They tick off everything that you're looking for in a relationship. And that doesn't have to be like every little thing. Like, certain things outweigh others. Like, somebody being blonde hair, blue eyed, probably, you know what I mean? Like, those aren't important things when it comes to love or knowing this person's. That's how you know I talk too much. I was supposed to be done. But that's how you know that this person is honestly just the one for you. And the last question I'm going to answer is, what does taking it slow really mean in dating? I would say that taking it slow just means that you guys are honestly going with the groove of things and just taking it day by day. You guys aren't rushing it like, oh my gosh, next week we need to be married. Next week we need to have a house. Like, there's no timeline for anything. It's honestly just very natural. And you guys are taking it day by day, step by step. You guys are just learning each other. You don't want to rush into things too much, because when you don't really know this person that you might start dating, like, go on a couple of dates first before y'all have home dates, before y'all start sleeping together. Maybe have home dates to where you guys aren't even sleeping in the same bed. He sleeps on the floor, you sleep in your bed, you sleep on the couch. You know what I mean? Have separation to where you guys are actually learning each other as people, and you're not just throwing sex into the middle of it, because once you throw sex into it, it honestly really overcomplicates things. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys learned a thing or three, make sure you guys comment down below. I love when you guys comment. I love reading the comments. I love interacting with you guys. Hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications to be notified every time your girl's back posting on YouTube. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you on my next one. I'm mad as hell that this light died. It's always dying. I swear to God, this light don't never stay on for a long time. Anyways, if you guys liked my audio, let me know that you guys liked it. If you made it this far into the video, please drop the mango emoji, and I will see you next week on the next vlog video, whatever it is. Bye. This distance is taking a hold of me for sure, baby.